Good afternoon, evening, morning. Welcome to Popcornography, episode 28. I think it is 28.
Yeah, I think so.
We haven't got a full crew. Simon's not here, but John's here.
Hello.
Graham's here.
Hiya.
Dean's here.
Hello.
And I'm here. We've got a lot to cover this week, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
There's been a new Batman v Superman trailer. There is all the Superbowl trailers. Absolutely spoiled that night. I was working my ass off that night, like trying to get them all uploaded and stuff, till about 3:30 in the morning.
Graham watching the Super Bowl. Richard staying up for the trailers.
Yeah, and
Graham kept me company.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say all because there was mutant turtle shit in there. But some of the trailers were the highlight of Super Bowl night.
Was the match no good?
The match was shit.
Really?
I didn't want either team to win.
Oh.
Really, it wasn't utterly shit, but it was just it was not pretty. It wasn't clever, and the halftime show was just Beyonce, and you only watched it with the fact Coldplay was shit, Bruno Mars was shit,
Lady Gaga.
Gaga did the anthem at the beginning.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, she killed that.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. The only good thing about it was there was a fair chance she was going to lose the stitching underneath her leotard, and it was going to fly open.
So that kept you watching.
I watched with intent.
Yeah, just for like you were worried for her.
Of course, and naturally rewound it a couple of times to make sure that I didn't miss it.
Oh, he was doing that while talking to me. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Right.
I just can't believe the money in these trailers alone. Just to have them
any
screened.
advert,
any advert.
That fact I put up was the 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah.
That cost $5 million estimated to produce, to make the entire film, and a 30-second advert was $5 million to put on Super Bowl, and their trailer was 30 seconds long. So they spent the same amount of money airing that commercial than the entire film.
They'll make that back.
They will.
Off the.
I mean, that's a clever way of doing it. I don't understand why most studios don't do that. Like, make some really small, little, cheap, kind of almost indie type films.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's
guaranteed
now,
to make money.
Yeah, it's now low risk because if it flops and doesn't do anything, the maximum you're going to lose is $10 million.
Well, you're not. I mean, even if it flops, like no film flops at only like 10 million. Very few. Do you know what I mean? Like you're going to make that money back within the first night, easy.
I would have thought so. Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's very clever the way it's done it. It's pretty much guaranteed profit in there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It looks like he's got bigger in that film. John, what's his name? I've forgotten his name now.
John.
Not John.
No,
that's
not
his
John.
character.
What's his name? We just watched the freaking thing. Anyway, well, the main character, it looks like he's
always been a big guy.
Yeah, but in the film with the Christmassy theme, he lost it.
The Coopers.
Yeah, Christmas with the Coopers. Yeah. It looks like he lost quite a bit of beef, and now it looks like I don't know if he's put it back on or what.
Depends when they filmed them and stuff. I don't know.
Having said that, you could have got to the cinema to see it.
John Goodman.
John Goodman. That's the one.
That's the thing, isn't it?
I don't know. Would you go to the cinema to see 10?
I don't think I would.
No, I don't think I would.
There's a lot of other films that have got priority over that.
And is it not out the same day as Independence Day?
No, it's out in March.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought
it's close to Batman v Superman, I think. But before it. Pretty sure it's before it. Well, it is in America. I don't know what the UK release date is.
That's my next watch, Batman v Superman.
And then there's another film we kind of saw, isn't there? There's been a little film that was released in the cinema recently.
Little one, yeah.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
That's the one. That's it. Has anyone watched that?
No.
I
am going next week.
The review's not going to be great then.
I am going to watch it next week. And March the 9th, sorry, for 10 o'clock.
Before we delve into all of that, been up to much, John? No, it's pointless asking him, really, isn't it?
Just wanking over Ryan Reynolds.
I might actually start doing that after what I've just watched.
Right, okay.
Wow.
Okay. You been up to much?
No. Super Bowl was obviously the big thing for me. That's it. 6 months without football now, so it's a downhill spiral.
You've got Formula 1 soon.
Great. So no, I've been rewatching some older films.
Yeah, it was a bit of that theme last time actually.
Yeah.
Last week.
Well, I've kind of been watching some prequels ready for sequels.
Ah, I got you.
So Ride Along, I rewatched that the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, I finished watching Making a Murderer. I finished watching them. Sorry.
I mean, I wasn't talking there, John. Knock yourself out, son.
We'll get on to what you've been watching in a minute. I've just asking
So
what-
yeah, so I've been
No, that's just one thing I forgot to mention.
Oh, great.
catching up on old films, basically.
Dean, you been up to much?
What
What have we done? We had a good night out, didn't we, the other week?
Yeah, had a good night out.
Spot on.
I think that's the only movie I've seen since the last podcast.
What, your night out?
The
cinema.
cinema.
The night out at the cinema.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was a nice night out. Been watching some adult cartoons.
Whoa!
Cartoons.
Maybe we shouldn't
Yeah.
divulge that information. Keep.
Has anyone found Game of Bones yet?
No.
No.
I haven't seen that one yet.
If anyone could provide us with a link to Game of Bones for research purposes.
Oh, it's very readily available online. I'm sure it is. I'm sure
you
it
know,
is.
if you could happily share us a link, Rick will send you some goodies. It maybe use boxer shorts.
It'll be on that Pornhub, which is free tonight because it's Valentine's night.
Oh yeah, free HD all day.
How did he get here on Valentine's night, by the way, John?
Because she wants rid of him.
Yeah.
How would you?
I thought this through.
Right.
I went to a certain place
Yeah.
with her, spent some time with her, and then I come here.
But hang on,
Wow.
hang on. He got breakfast in bastard bed this morning.
Oh yeah.
He-
Is she feeling all right?
No, well, actually, I got a cup of tea in bed, which I was over the moon with. Right? I'm not bothered about any materialistic shit, you know what I mean? And then I come downstairs, and here she is cooking me a cooked breakfast.
Oh, romance
That's love.
isn't dead air. I know.
Fucking
yeah.
sickening. I had 2 cheesy
Couldn't believe
muffins
it.
this morning, which I toasted myself.
I was going to say, well, I make myself breakfast every morning, so
Yeah.
it's not special, John.
So, thank you, wife. It was lovely. Yeah, it was really nice. Everything was warm.
So yeah, while Pornhub's free, I know what I'll be doing tonight. I'll be touching myself, which takes me on to.
Why don't you say that?
That's a nice link. That's a nice link.
Eh?
I like what you did there.
We're going. Should
John,
we review the big film?
Can we
now?
explain it to John?
Get
The
that out of
touching
the way.
himself. Oh, it doesn't matter, John.
Yeah.
Fucking
No, I'll leave it. And
So
then
the big film.
well, yeah, we'll all do our big review, and then we'll quickly go around and talk about what any little shows we've been watching and stuff, and then news.
Alright,
Sorted. Right.
Just before we go any further, are we including spoilers in
No,
this?
to be fair, there's not many spoilers you could
No.
say, but let's avoid
Okay.
spoilers.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, babe!
You have to avoid
Dying!
spoilers.
Well, what have you got that you need to say that it's a spoiler?
The whole film?
No, it's
You
not.
can talk about the film.
Do you know how high?
There's no real big spoilers.
Do you know how awful you sound, high pitched on
Yeah,
this?
this is straight into people's lug holes.
This is bursting cats' eardrums.
Well, let me turn it down.
Walking
worldwide.
along with headphones. I'll turn you down. We'll keep all of us.
Yeah, just turn him off.
So we've all watched Deadpool, a new film by Fox Entertainment, Ryan Reynolds.
It's only a small film.
It's only a little
People
film.
might not have
To be
heard of it.
fair, I think the studio thought it would be.
don't know.
The budget wasn't particularly big, probably the lowest budget for any kind of like popular superhero film. I think it was 56 million, rings a bell. I might not be right there, but it's I mean compared to like the 200 odd plus million that you get Avengers and stuff, they've done a lot with that money. We'll go through the good points. Dean.
The good points. I like the whole film. I thought, I mean, what's not to like about a film that absolutely takes the piss out of itself from start to finish? And it was just entertaining, and I just loved the way that they told the story. No part of the film really dragged that much, because they had the idea, didn't they, of more or less telling the backstory at the same time as telling the main story. And I thought the way it was edited, the way it worked.
Yeah, and I agree. Like you say, from the beginning when the credits start, it's like directed by some overpaid asshole. You're like, get in, and that's what you knew straight away. You know what you're going to get, and then like you say with the backstory, you know it's there, but then it doesn't go like that all the way through. It stops, and then you start focusing on, and he's like, oh, this is where we're at now, and then picks up and you're like, champion, this is freaking awesome.
It's not like the Spider-Man origin stories where you're waiting for the build-up and the build-up and the build-up, and it's telling all the backstory. Like, come on,
You're
when
right.
is he actually going to be Spider-Man?
Completely different structure,
It just-
wasn't it? And it just spiced it up a bit.
Yeah.
And made it feel fresh.
And of course, he's breaking the wall all the time, isn't he?
Fourth wall, the
Breaking
16th
fourth
wall.
Yeah. He's commenting, and he's got little comments and snide comments and jokes, and it's just entertaining from start to finish.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant. I've got nothing I can really say bad about it. It was just about the right length. I didn't think it needs to be any longer or any shorter.
No, totally.
I said that as we come out, didn't
Yeah.
I? I said these
perfect
films that are
length
getting
film.
longer and longer, like the Tarantino film, 3 hours plus and stuff like that, and it's it's too long for a film.
But Tarantino's typically always does longer films anyway.
I know, but then The Revenant was about 2.5 hours and stuff,
Yeah.
and you're just like, I just think you can, for a story, you can squeeze it in, make it tighter, and
Yeah.
more, you know.
No, it was. I loved it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, the film. It was just pure. It was pissing yourself laughing, comedy, proper, all the way through.
Like like in the last podcast, I was saying that there hasn't been for a while a film that I've thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I've really enjoyed
Yeah.
for probably years. Like in the comedy genre, like American comedy type films. This one was the funniest I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah.
The only one downside was though, like some of the big jokes, some of the really good jokes they'd used in the trailers, and so when you saw them in the film, it was like,
you knew the punchlines.
you know what I mean? I kind of wish I hadn't seen the trailers.
Like the brown pants one, for example.
Yeah,
Touch Myself.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was all in the trailers, yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, they did keep quite a lot, like loads, secret. But it's just the moment that you expect to laugh out loud when you've seen it, it takes it a bit away.
But and can I just say something, obviously, that John won't have seen that we did? That guy in front of us at the cinema, right? So we're sat at the cinema, there's 4 of us in a row, and in front is this guy with a girl that's either his girlfriend or on a date with. And in the big fight scene when X Gonna Give It To You comes on the song.
I bet that's in the charts this week, I bet you.
So, but this kid is a proper, like, street bogger type cap on.
Fit girlfriend, though.
Fit girlfriend. But all of a sudden, X Gonna Give It To You come on, and he turns the blackest person you've ever seen. He's proper like, X Gonna Give It To
He's
You.
got his arms going, hands going.
Flapping
like,
his hand up and down like his big gang. His girlfriend's that. What the fuck are you doing, son?
Imagine that was their first date. It won't be
I reckon that was a date, not a girlfriend. That was definitely not her choice to go see that.
It's good timing to bring a film out, really, just now, and they even advertise it jokingly as a really good Valentine's.
And even when in the film, when you went, by this point, your girlfriends are thinking, "Where's the love story?"
Yeah.
And if there isn't one,
it was all planned.
Yeah.
See, I thought that was just something they'd thought up just before the film came out and stuff.
Yeah.
They thought about that well in advance and thought that's a great little. They'll been making notes for the marketing campaign, which is one of the best marketing campaigns I've ever seen for any film. In fact, it is the best marketing campaign for any film I've ever seen. Like, I'm on Twitter doing news and stuff, and every single day, that Deadpool account was just bringing out such creative and clever adverts and nonsense. You've been very quiet about this, John.
No, I'm just listening. No, well, Jane and Graham have just summed it up.
He's a bit deflated because he wanted to talk about spoilers.
There's no spoilers, really.
I really wanted to go in depth here. I really did.
Like what?
hence why he's eating at night and not home.
What did you want to say?
The lot. But no, from start to finish, it was exactly what I expected. I knew it was going to be funny. I knew it was going to be action-packed. And you could not have put a more perfect guy in that role than Ryan Reynolds himself.
He is Deadpool, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is. That's him.
And you can tell he made that out of passion. It was him who pushed it to get made and stuff.
He is. Yeah. He just fits that role like a glove perfectly. And I'm just obviously there is going to be a sequel. I can't wait for that to come out.
There will be.
But this one that's come out now, it's
Fox will be rubbing their hands together, just like, wow, look what we've got now. After the failure of Fantastic Fox, which is Fox.
Yeah.
Fantastic Fox, Fantastic Four, which bombed. They'll be like, yes, this is what we need.
I mean, but when you made like relations to his other films as well, like you had the Green Lantern, he made relations to that, didn't he?
Yeah, and
there was
Deadpool he did.
There was so many films. If you look on IMDb, it lists every film that's referenced.
Yeah.
And half of them you go, I didn't see that.
Transformers is one, there, wasn't there? Where they all should come together to
three machines to make a shittier big robot. You're like, yes, that's what that is.
Straight away I thought of you fucker. But no, I mean, like his reference to Hugh Jackman, like through the film and stuff, and it was.
I really hope he does a cameo in the next one.
Oh, it was brilliant. It
was why we thought you believed us, John, when we said there was a cameo.
Hugh Jackman said the last Wolverine he's doing is the one that they've just about to start filming, right? But I think this is one film which could tempt him to come back.
He's got to.
Yeah.
Because he gets on. They're like best buddies, him and Ryan Reynolds, and even during the campaign to promote the film, they've been doing a lot of stuff together. So I think
putting them two together
something
in a
that can
film.
pull them together. It would be brilliant.
Oh, they'll pull it off.
Well, Wolverine can't know that he's in a film, so they have to cleverly do it.
I've been talking to one lad at work today who's a bit of a comic geek. I have another answer for you to one of your questions you posed on the night, which we'll come back to. But he says the same. He's more likely, or he would be more likely to appear in the sequel because of Cable coming in. And in the comics, it would tie in with Wolverine coming in, or at least making an appearance.
Has Cable been introduced at some point? Because
No.
I don't.
No, we've not seen Cable in any film yet.
I don't recognise the name.
Because they've got the whole X-Men universe to play with.
Yes.
I think Cables might be a character from the future, isn't he? Like travels back in time or something like that.
Yeah, he's somebody's son who travels back in time. I can't remember who his son is.
I mean, obviously, you've got him going.
He's quite old. He's very old.
To Xavier's school as well, haven't you? And you've got Colossus come into play. You've got that teenage girl.
Teenage supersonic.
Boom, dude.
That he refers to as what was it? Ripley out of Alien.
All the way through.
That was so funny. But you've got her as well, and you've got the girl who fights Colossus, who's more or less on the same string.
Angel Dust.
Is that what she's called?
Yeah.
And then you've got the British villain called Ajax, is it?
Yeah, Ajax.
The cast for the whole entire film was just brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, it is, and it's very clever. They left so much open that they can do anything with it.
What were you going to say?
So on the night you asked about what the relevance of the end was. You know, the setting of the end.
This is I had a few things I wasn't sure about. Don't get me wrong, love the film, but is that you?
Yep, hang on. Crack on.
His mum texted
What I wasn't too keen, and I understand why they did it, because it's not a film that's taking itself too seriously and stuff, but there wasn't much of point of the bad guys.
Yeah.
What was there? Can anyone? Do you know what their reasoning for it?
That's been mirrored in a lot of the most recent Marvel films, isn't it? It was a bit like Age of Ultron. Like Ultron wasn't really much of a bad guy and things like that. They're just there, just literally
we need
to give
some better bad guys. I think, in all of these films.
The main characters the stage. You pretty much knew how a film was going to go when these bad guys turn up in Marvel, and it's more about the superheroes. Yeah, I agree. Need better.
But do you know what I mean? Did it pass you by a little bit? You're like, why? What are the bad guys doing?
Right.
Yeah. And the only other gripe I had was like the locations are all quite similar. There was nothing very exciting about where they were.
No,
Scrapyard and the motorway, and that was pretty much it.
See, I wanted like more scenes with Deadpool in different locations. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, like you see, you've got your motorway, you've got your scrapyard, you've got them sort of locations, and I wanted him like in different locations.
Probably thanks to the budget, though, isn't it?
But what other locations would you have him in? Doing what?
Well, I don't know.
Because if you put, say for example, you put another scene in I don't know, fighting in, I'm just being stupid here, but a jungle, you've then got to build up to why he's there. So with the shorter running time and the fact that we're running the backstory in it at the same time.
Yeah, I suppose.
Where do you?
I get why, but it's still something that I just think. But that's what gets me excited about the sequel, because I think now they've got the origin story put in place. You get a whole new story made, and I'm very excited.
To be honest, I mean that's nitpicking really, because
it is 100%.
Because you can't really put much more into what you got, because what you got was just superb. It was brilliant.
There was a couple of jokes that fell flat a little bit, but overall I loved it. What score would you give it?
Oh, easy 9.
Graham?
Yeah, it's a 9 for me.
I might even go 9.5.
What I found interesting about it was a lot of girls went to see it from where I worked the day before, and it's like both sexes seem to absolutely love the film. It doesn't matter if you're a bloke or you're a woman.
I think they all fancy Ryan Reynolds. The CGI cock. Did you see the CGI cock?
They were talking about his willy. They were talking about his willy.
CGI, though.
That's not classed as
if I was Ryan Reynolds, I'd be saying to the CGI team, you know that bit, just
a little bit more.
Yeah, drop it down a little bit lower. Yeah,
I'll self-fund this one.
For an extra tenner.
So I would give it a 9, but the girls, because of Ryan Reynolds' cock being in it, probably give it a 9.5, won't they?
Probably.
That extra length.
I'm going to give it an 8.5, but I did love it. Like that's
I would have thought
that's
that
a bit
was
controversial.
Why?
No, it's not. 8.5 is a bloody good score.
Why?
Because it was very quite simple and stuff, I've got a few little, like what I've said, like there's a few little nitpicky things, but overall it was brilliant.
I wouldn't have expected that scoreline. I would expect like a 9 from you as well.
Am I allowed to say my favourite line of the whole film? The Freddy Krueger bit, where she turns on and goes...
It's in the trailers anyway.
You is it?
Oh, I don't know.
You look like Freddy Krueger face fucked a topographical map of Utah.
Once you got that line out in one take.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Be like, take 2, take 3, take 4.
My favourite bit was a bit, I can't say because it's a bit of a spoiler, it wasn't in any of the trailers, it was at the mansion, and then they come to the door.
Yeah, you can't, it's a spoiler if you say that. Yeah,
but that's my
trailers,
favourite
like you said.
that bit.
I think, what does he do? He punches Colossal. The Colossus, sorry, in the nuts. And obviously, you just hear this big tin sound. He just goes, "Your poor wife."
Yeah.
It was really good.
It's a film that you can tell was made from the heart.
Yeah. Oh, it was. I mean, they did put some monumental effort.
We'll get to it in the news, but they're already working on the script for the next one. It is definitely happening.
Oh, of course it is.
The budget will be a lot bigger.
There'll be no doubt.
That's why it's an 8.5, because I reckon it's only going to get better, to be honest. But
I pity the guy that forces her to prom sex. I was like, yes.
I love it when he gets this. I think this is in the trailer as well. When he says, "Wait, I've only got 12 rounds. You're gonna have to share."
Oh,
yeah.
And then he wastes like 4 or 5 on the motor.
Yeah.
Like, Deadpool. It's the bit when he turns round and the guy's gone.
Yeah.
And he's just like looking at the camera and then looking back. And then looking back.
Bad Deadpool.
I can't wait to watch it again, I'll be honest.
But there's also another film that he makes a reference to of 127 hours, which he's not in.
Yeah, but there's so many films.
Yeah, he takes the piss out of Batman.
Yeah.
He Transformers that we mentioned. Yeah. There's quite a lot in there that he rips.
No, I thought he did like
even
more,
a 50 Shades of Grey reference.
More towards that he was in. Not towards.
Oh no!
He was not in.
No, obviously he's going to take the mick out of the stuff he's been in because he hates the fact that Deadpool, the original Deadpool, he took the piss out of that, didn't he? Had a toy version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rip that.
Good.
Really good. Overall,
And,
fantastic film, and if you haven't seen it yet, go and watch it.
Absolutely.
Stop listening now. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
What are you doing?
Go.
Where? If you go.
You still here? See
what
it there.
It's finished. Go home.
Go.
Right. What have you been watching this last 2 weeks, John?
I watched the last part of Making a Murderer.
Yeah.
Right.
Where are you?
I haven't started it.
Oh, come on!
No, because I haven't got Netflix, and it's not available on any popular app that I use.
Well,
However, today I have found a method of watching. So, in this coming week, which I have off work, I'm going to spend probably Tuesday sat in my pants.
You should come through to Durham with me inside to that clearance place.
On Tuesday?
Yeah, I think we're going on Tuesday. Yeah.
But yeah, if not, I'm going to sit in my pants and watch Making a Murderer from start to finish.
It's a nice image, isn't it? A lovely image.
But honestly, from
pretty much like this.
Oh God! Just looked right at his groin, and in my imagination, his right bollock was hanging out.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. It is.
But that is a good. It is a good series. It is a real good series.
It's
from the first episode to the last episode. It's all real life, all real footage, all real transcripts. Everything's real.
Yeah.
But it's brilliant. It really is a good watch. But apparently there's another side where there's also the police side as well. From what I've been told, Stephen Avery is not exactly the innocent person you think he is.
No, well, it's like I said last time in the last podcast, it's very biased, but I still think if you look at the evidence, I don't know how he could. That would not stand in the UK courts.
No.
And the fact that both of them have been.
So much was left out. So much was swept under the carpet.
Discrepancies between the two court cases of the two people.
So much wasn't said.
It's a lot like that in a lot of films like that. Bowling for Columbine was the same. You know, that was massively one-sided. And don't get me wrong, I agree with everything that it says, but the way it gets its message over is very biased. But then they make programs for that reason.
Everything's biased. Everything you watch on TV has some kind of reason. Like cleverly edited to create a story, isn't it?
But
Real life's boring.
I mean, if you do have the option to watch them, definitely watch them.
Yeah.
I've also, well, I mean, this is going off track, but I watched the Peanuts movie. Charlie Brown. No, hang on.
I know what fucking Peanuts is.
4 girls, including the bloody wife who wanted to watch it, so I had no choice. So I watched it, and it was a Charlie Brown film, and it was entertaining for kids. That's about it. Anyway, I started watching Creed.
Oh yeah.
And
started watching it.
Yeah, I got halfway through it, and I wanted to go to bed because I was shattered. So I've got
that to watch.
I've got the other half of that to watch as well. But from what I've seen of it, I understand. I don't know if I'm correct in saying this or not, but Sylvester Stallone was possibly up for an Oscar in the supporting acting role.
I don't really bother with Oscars, to be honest. I don't like the way it's done.
Oh, you're gonna see if that's true?
No. Just reminded me of something. Sorry.
From what I saw of it, it's good.
We'll have a full review for you next week. Then.
It is.
I'll watch it as well. We'll do a review.
It is a good watch up to now. Sylvester Stallone, I do like in the Rocky films anyway. Who plays his son, Apollo Creed's son? In the film, he's trying to make it on his own. He's not trying to take on the Creed name. He wants to make it on his own. And it's just about the story of how obviously Rocky and him get together and go for it. And it's not a bad watch up to now. And like I say, I've got the other half to watch as well. So that's all I've really watched.
Graham, what have you watched?
So I've started watching The Revenant.
You've started watching a film as well.
And I'm not going to lie.
Part 1 of the reviews this week. Tune back in next week.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of got to a point where I went, and I don't think it's very far into the film. I'm like, I need to be more awake to understand this shit.
Understand it?
Well,
there's not much to understand.
Well,
I've seen quite slow.
We were talking about this last week, weren't we?
Yeah.
We all seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
So I've seen
we reviewed it last week.
Up to where the Indians have just come and overran the camp,
right,
and have started leaving.
That's right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
And then and that kind of
quite graphic, isn't it?
Yeah, I was
shot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. It was late on the night, so that's it in terms of films I've watched.
Dean?
I haven't watched any new films, but I have been watching a few other little series and things because it was Chinese New Year.
Right.
And it was Year the Monkey.
God. Oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
And of course, being Year the Monkey.
Oh, God, him and his monkey.
I had to get out the DVD set of Monkey Magic.
You got your monkey out, did you?
Got the Monkey Magic out, that 70s series. And I'm just thinking, actually, it gave me an idea. Because all you guys...
you give me an idea. There's the fucking door. See you later.
Shut up, John. Listen, this is a good idea, right? Remember we had that Gums night, didn't we? We really enjoyed the Gums night. It was
the night where we all got together and watched a porno. Yeah.
The softcore.
I'll never forget that.
I'll never forget that.
And I never intend to be one of these communal
we've just got loads of new listeners. If you're one of them, welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And if you celebrate Chinese New Year, you'll like this next bit because I think we should have.
We're not making a porn film.
No, but we'll have a monkey night. We'll watch Monkey.
I'd rather watch
a film with a monkey in.
I'd rather watch
Monkey
a film.
Magic, the original 70s series.
I'd rather watch a monkey masturbate than that shit.
Well, no, I don't think we should go that far.
I think we should all choose a movie film with a
I'd
monkey
rather
in.
slam me cock into a fucking door frame 30,000 times. Not a chance.
Can we do that then?
You loved Gums, John. You loved Gums, so I think in honour of
Gums
the
was an
Chinese,
experience. I haven't forgotten about
Year
it.
of the Monkey. It's Year of the Monkey.
Right.
So we'll have to watch. We'll have to have a night where we sit and watch. I'll
What
make
are
you
doing on
watch
that
this.
chair?
It was me.
You can all watch an episode of Monkey Magic from the 70s.
Right, I'll try and squeeze that in, Dean.
Yeah.
Along with me moving out, finding out.
I'm just having a look at this.
Do my uni work.
I've got the 12th of November 2073 free if you want to book it in now. Yeah? It'll be like a 100-year anniversary.
Yeah. Put me down as well, Graham.
Yeah, we're booked in, mate. You're in.
I'll have words with
Fuck
Si.
that
Si will be
shit.
on my side once he's back.
Si will watch anything.
Yeah.
He'll give it
Solid
He
7.5.
He'll give it solid 8.5.
You see about that movie generation.
Yeah.
Every night he's watching some random shit.
It's alright. If you don't respect Chinese New Year, Year the Monkey, that's fine. Right.
Sorry, have you seen what he's watching tonight? Sorry, just on that. He's watching the Fit Element.
Fit element.
FITH. I'm like... He's obviously trying to tag the fifth
and
element.
he's put some weird porno
And just
in.
put some weird, dodgy-looking
The fit element.
the fit
Sort
element.
of fit lasses.
So he's
and
watching
their
that with his missus.
That's romantic on a Valentine.
Yeah.
Didn't you watch it the other night as well? You
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about it in the last podcast.
Yeah.
I just watched that. Strange boy. I
And,
miss you, Si.
We do, sir. We miss you. Miss your facts.
We're going to have to ring you in a bit.
We've got no fact
Got
corner.
no facts. You've got to go through the news yet.
Oh.
You've got to go through the news yet as well.
I know, yeah.
You've got
Let's
news
speed
ready
this
yet.
up.
Other thing I watched, I said I was watching an adult cartoon. It's not what you think. It's not what you think.
Fucking hell.
Monkeys and porn.
No, it wasn't that kind of adult cartoon.
Fucking hell,
It
Dean.
wasn't that kind of adult cartoon.
Questioning having him in this podcast, I'll be honest.
It was that Rick and Marty. Have you ever watched that cartoon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that.
Ricky, you know?
Rick and Marty.
Who?
It rings a bell. It does.
It's I've just started watching it up to episode 4. I think it's absolutely hilarious.
Ricky and who?
Rick and Marty.
Rick and Marty.
It's a rip off of a bit like Back to the Future.
Oh,
Two characters out of
I
that.
know
It's
what
based
I
on
haven't got a
that.
fucking clue what you're talking about.
So
Oh,
we'll have a Rick and Marty night as well then. Yeah, sort that one out for the future.
Thanks. Rick?
Hey, thanks, Graham. You just reminded me. I just downloaded. You know the Police Squad, Police Files, the Naked Gun. That was how their films were based on the TV series.
Yeah.
I've never watched the TV series. I love Naked Gun,
Yeah.
so I'm going to give them a go. I haven't watched them yet. So
Champion.
I'll let you know
Thanks.
next week.
Great.
No, I watched The Lobster, which has just come out. Who's in it? That fella?
All right, yeah.
No, it's don't.
That one with the penis.
No, it's the Irish.
No,
lad.
the guy without a penis.
The Irish lad.
Oh, Colin Farrell.
Yeah, that's him. Thank you, John. You do have your uses. It is the most random film I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
Don't fancy it one little bit.
Basically, if you are single, you get taken to this hotel and you're given a certain amount of days to find love.
Oh,
If you do not find love, you turn into an animal of your choice, right? But it's so normal in the film, right?
And you thought my suggestion was weird.
Right? However, it gets weirder, right?
Was Rick trying to get a place in this hotel?
On a
So he's
night,
found it.
the maid comes in and she rubs her bum against your groin to turn you on. However, you're not allowed to play with yourself. If you do, you get your hand put in a toaster and you get your hands toasted as punishment. Now, the days that you've got to find love, you can extend that by hunting people who are single that live in the woods.
What?
And if you shoot somebody in the woods who's single and capture them, you get an extra day added to your time in the hotel.
Champion.
It is really weird. There's some pretty violent bits in as well. If you like animals, don't watch it. That's all I can say. You know what? I liked it for the first half. I really enjoyed it because I'm quite random, and I loved how weird it was, and there was some really funny lines. However, the second half of the film, they're in the woods, and it just loses its way a bit. It gets a bit silly for its own good.
From your description, right, I
becomes
want
very
to know
boring.
why or how they've actually got the name Lobster.
Because the main character, the
Chooses
animal
to
he
be a
wants to
lobster,
turn
I'm guessing.
into, wants to be a lobster.
I guess.
I have
That would
never
make
heard
Right, so
such stupid shit in my entire life.
that's that pile of shit.
I watched The
next.
Good Dinosaur, the
Yes.
Pixar film.
Great film.
It was lovely.
Especially when the kid gets smacked off his tits on magic mushrooms.
What the hell's that about? It's a kid's film. It's a kid's film.
It's
They
no
eat
spoiler.
magic, they eat
Dickhead.
magic mushrooms and they start flying and I'm like, shit, what?
What,
It's
Disney have
a
actually
Yeah,
released
yeah.
this?
Yeah.
It was a bit
Fucking
surreal, that bit.
Yeah.
It's a nice film. It's nothing amazing. It's no Finding Nemo or anything like that.
No.
But it's beautifully. There's some beautiful shots in it. It looks really nice.
Although
it's
if
a nice little story.
if my kids start taking magic mushrooms, I am going to sue
It does.
Pixar.
It's like, yeah, go for it, kids. Look what happens. Woo, it's all good. They wake up crashing and
Yeah.
everything, don't they? Like, yeah, the little kid in it's lovely.
Proper little come down off it.
Yeah, they do.
I do want to watch it.
Yeah, it was a nice film. Dean, would you like to do the main news intro?
Oh, for fuck's
The
sake.
main news intro.
Yeah.
Is this
go
a
on.
new one?
Yeah, next
Yeah.
one for you, mate.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right,
we
okay.
love your intros.
Dean likes to do his intros in Popcorn Wars, and we thought, I mean, it's so good and so loved.
Is it
That,
loved?
We've actually,
I don't know, no one's ever said
we've-
it.
we've-
John doesn't love it.
Dean, we've had requests to.
Are you
to
fucking kidding me?
I've got some serious. We've had requests to put a compilation together for a Christmas number
No,
one. mate.
complaint together. Not a compilation.
Christmas number one.
Yeah.
I reckon we could do it.
So let's have a news intro.
Please.
Dave.
Oh,
Please knock
can I
yourself
go in the
out.
kitchen? Can I
Yeah,
go outside?
yeah, you can go outside, John. Yeah.
Yeah, off you go. Knock yourself out. Knock
Go
yourself
on.
out, Dean.
You ready?
It's
You ready?
news.
No,
it
I'm
needs
not
to
ready.
build up tension and then.
Right, okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do my scales.
Right, yeah.
La 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 la.
I mean, we've only got 3 hours
There we
left.
go. I'm building up to this.
Before
I'm put
we
the
were.
spot here. No, normally I take.
Oh, yeah, get on with it.
It's a lovely telly you got, Rick.
It is, isn't it?
Right, one silence. Ready? News.
Hey, thanks.
And here's your news wanker,
You
Rick
couldn't
Masters.
have that as a proper news intro, could you? Because by the time that's finished, every other news channel's already reported everything. Just waiting for the intro to end. But thank you. No, that was really good. Let's blast through it.
He's our news wanker, man.
Does anyone know if Jane got a gun? That film, Jane Got a Gun.
I've got a gun to blast his fucking brains out.
Jane got a gun.
That's violent. That.
No,
No?
No.
Well, it did shit at the box office.
that's why nobody knows of it.
So there we go. It's got her in it.
All right.
Oh, this is brilliant, this. It's got her in it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
got
the
him in it.
woman in the hat.
Somebody, yeah.
Imbrulia.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 has begun filming.
Yes.
And world exclusive. I know one of the songs that's in it, and no one else does.
What?
Well, no, I don't. But I've got an idea.
Oh.
Here I go again.
Here I go
Again on my
own.
Yeah, leave the tunes to me, lads.
Why-
Leave the tunes
why?
to
They're all
me.
singing. The reason, because when he posted up a picture of the director's chair, the director Port, here we go again. And
Oh,
to quote a famous line, here we go again. And I think that's a hint to say that's in it. It wasn't in the first one, was it? And it's one of the biggest.
Can't remember.
it's a biggest song, one of the biggest songs of that era. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty confident
So that's
that'll
a
be
world exclusive that everybody else in the world has seen.
Yeah, well, not everyone will
me.
have clicked on.
Shit me sideways.
Fast and the Furious trilogy confirms dates.
Oh God, burn it.
The first one coming next year.
Just on that one, so something about the girl's going to be in the next one that's going to make people want to watch it again.
Yeah, who is it? I've forgotten.
Megan Fox?
No.
No, it's a new girl apparently.
Not Megan Fox, I'm thinking Transformers. One.
'Cause it's
Oh,
shit.
now you've said that, I
you
don't
just
know
said
the
it.
news, but
You just said Transformers. Not allowed.
Oh yeah.
keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, but which...
What was the girl? You're going to have to search that while I carry on.
Okay, I'll search that.
They did announce it. Sad news. Joe Alaskey, the voice actor behind Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny, passed away.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
63.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
What a shit
Yeah.
year for actors there.
Yeah.
I don't think it years specifically target actors.
No, it has this year, hasn't it?
Well, I don't think it's only taken actors this year.
No, it's took a few singers.
Wow.
Um,
So, what Fast and the Furious will this be? Because I'm
27, I think.
Fast and the Furious 306.
It'll be for,
8.
the last one was 7, yes, yeah.
Thanks, John.
He can
Last
count.
one was 7.
I
count.
don't remember 6 or 7, the last one, dickhead, shut up.
So rest in peace. The Force Awakens becomes the third film ever in the world ever to break 2 billion at the international box office.
Well, we knew this was going to happen.
No, we didn't.
Of course not. What?
It's only just made it though.
Star Wars, everyone's been waiting for it, and it's broke that record. Of course we knew it was going to happen.
Well, it's not gonna beat Titanic. It's about 180 odd million away from it, and it hasn't got long left now, has it? The cinemas, the theatre. So like, I think that's where it's gonna rest. Third, not bad going, really.
Not bad going at all.
What's for Titanic
Avatar.
and yeah.
Avatar's like nearly
Yeah.
another billion ahead. I don't think I'll ever get. Well, it will with inflation and stuff. You see, like the last year's films, so many in the top 7, so 8. So it's obviously with inflation and whatnot. Will Smith confirms that he will be returning for Bad Boys 3 along with Martin Lawrence. We're definitely doing another one.
Good.
Get in.
Good.
Because when they announced Bad Boys 3, I was just like, well, if it's not got him in it, then
Yeah.
don't do
No,
it.
but
Sony's just grasping at anything and just want to make a bit of quick buck.
No, it needs to have them 2 in it.
If it's got them
Needs
in
to.
it, then hell yes.
Absolutely.
Amen to that sugar.
Absolutely.
Boy. Here's one for John. Saw 8 is now officially in development over at Lionsgate. It's going to be called Saw Legacy.
Why don't do it like Chisel?
Love the Saw movies. Love them. Love them.
There's so many different types of saws out there. Why don't they branch out?
Surely
Hacksaw,
7's enough for you though.
Bow
John.
saw.
From the first one. No, keep on going. Keep on going with them. Love them.
God. Right.
Saw this already. It should be.
Yeah.
Did anyone really
Already cut.
Saw that.
Did anyone make the most of Halloween though last year? Was there any big Halloween movie last year? Or wasn't there?
Nah.
There wasn't, was there? Because the Saws were always the big movies at
wasn't
Halloween.
there, that you
Transformers was pretty scary.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Holy shit.
from the first one to the... I'm not even mentioning it, and you're still mentioning it, so how can you get away with that?
You don't know what I'm talking about. We are.
Not that, shut up.
Next news. Sonic the Hedgehog's getting a live action / animated feature film.
What?
In conjunction with Sony. I don't
Yeah.
know. Live action with him, obviously animated.
Yeah, I'd rather put a knife down my penis.
Sounds awful,
Chaps
doesn't it? Sounds
That can be
awful.
arranged.
Filming of Star Wars Episode 8 has now begun also.
Lovely.
Is it Ryan or Ryan Johnson, spelt with an R-I-A-N? Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson's directing it. It's due to hit December 2017.
Rihanna.
No,
It's a fella, innit?
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And very recent news, Deadpool is doing remarkably well.
Yes.
It's over double what its estimates were. They estimate around 70 mil. And currently, they estimate, because obviously the weekend's still ongoing at the minute, they're looking at about 135 million over
That's
the
not
weekend.
double, is it?
But it's not far off.
The 140 would be double.
Well, it's 135, which
That's
it
5
could
million.
get to 140 though. This
Well,
is an estimated amount.
I'm sorry, you're providing inaccurate
But
information for our listeners.
60. But it was estimated at 65 to 70 million.
Oh, now he's changed.
No, it was. I'm sure it was. I
Promise.
think maybe.
Right,
That's
so
good, isn't it?
just a couple of
Very
things.
good.
Just jumping back slightly. Fast 8, right? Firstly, if you're in the Fast 8 marketing, you've missed a trick here. You could have called this film Fast a Bait and put an 8 in, and you'd have got so much more viewers. Or, porn directors, I'm copywriting that, but please feel free to contact me. And you
Who's
can
starring
buy
in your version?
John Lapworth.
Oh God. Oh.
The
It makes men feel good though if we have him in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The skin marks are real is the tagline. So the cast that I'm looking for, all I can see is Charlize Theron rumoured.
That's the one. That's who
is
it
it?
was. Yeah, that's who they were talking
She's not
about.
going to make me want to watch it.
No.
It's going to take a lot more titties and boobs to make me watch.
Wasn't Jet Li or somebody or other going to be in XXX as well? He's already dropped out.
Yeah.
He's dropped out of it.
He's seen sense.
Yeah. He's probably gone, oh, this is going to be
That's going
terrible.
to be shit, that one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the second
Yeah.
one was wank.
Yeah.
The first one was just about watchable.
Was it? No. Quick question. Was it XXX2 or was it XXX²? Because the little 2 was a squared 2 at the top.
I really couldn't give a fuck. In all honesty.
It's always bugged me that.
Who was it? Was it Ice Cube that done the second one?
No, Vin Diesel did it.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Vin
It was the
Diesel
black,
didn't do
black
it.
dude. The black
Oh,
rabbit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shaggy.
Yeah, him, yeah.
Right, that's the end of news.
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't
I'm
know.
sure it was Ice Cube. I'm sure
I
it
want to do a few quick shout outs. One's to SG Posters. This is someone I post a lot of their posters up. It's a lass who does some amazing work. She's got a crusade at the minute to bring out a Black Widow film, and she keeps making posters for it as if it was coming out. And they're always really popular. And she's really good, so well done.
Thank you. Great work. Keep it up. Signed copies, please.
GOXIII, or 3, whatever he wants to call himself. He does some brilliant artwork as well. He's been doing a lot of Deadpool stuff.
Right.
And some of that is fantastic. Messy Pandas, probably one of the greatest artists. If you look through his art, work that he's done a mixture of Star Wars, Batman v Superman. He's made a load of Batman v Superman parody posters. So he'll take posters of a classic film and make it into a Batman v Superman one, and some of them are fun, absolutely brilliant. You can check them out on popcornography.co.uk if you want. Which links to his work. And you can follow him on Twitter as well, Messy Pandas. I think it's just as simple as that.
That sounds like something if you search for at work, you'd probably get in trouble. Can you explain why you've been searching for Messy Pandas?
So yeah, there's a shout out for this week. Keep doing that work. Now it's Guess the Film. Sound bite.
Quentin!
Jane, are you all right? I was so worried about you.
I'm really okay, but I'm glad you're here. Oh, I'm sorry. Frank, this is Quentin Habsburg of Hexagon Oil Company.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Drebin. Frank Drebin, I believe I've used some of your restrooms. I'm sure you have. Are you in some way connected with the Institute? Well, not officially, but as a matter of fact, Jane and I have been seeing quite a lot of each other lately. How's my little hellcat? Well, that's great. I've been dating, too. A nice girl, an author. She wrote the book on male sexual dysfunction. You've probably read it. I beg your pardon.
Frank, please.
Oh, it's all right. I'm sure that we can handle this situation maturely, just like the responsible adults that we are. Isn't that right, Mr. Poopy Pants?
What's that, John?
Terminator Genesis.
The real test is which one is it?
It's a naked gun, isn't it?
Yes, you are correct.
22nd and a third or something? I can't remember.
33 and a third.
Which one's that one?
The last one.
It's the second one, which is that what you were going for?
Naked Gun 2.
Naked Gun 2.5 or whatever they like to call them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that one.
Yeah, that was inspired by the last week's Popcorn Wars, when you didn't let him win, bastard.
He didn't deserve to fucking win.
I'm sorry.
He does like.
Do not.
To be fair though, I wanted to watch more films of his like that, and he's done some awful ones.
Yeah.
But the Naked Gun makes up for it. Aeroplane makes up for it.
Carry on.
And possibly the Police Squad files, because I haven't watched them yet.
Police Squad, yeah.
Your heart's beating 3 times the normal rate. That's because you're losing so much blood. About 30 seconds, body's gonna shut down, and you're gonna suffocate. Helena, the girl you beat half to death, her life's gonna go on. Yours is gonna end right here on this funky floor. Over $9,800. You should have taken the money. How are you? 26, 1,000. 27, 1,000. 28, 1,000.
Have you got anything else you want to share? We haven't got any facts this week because Simon's not here. So
No facts. Have we talked about the
Fact
Super Bowl
you,
trailers?
Simon. Fact you.
Did we talk about the Super Bowl trailers?
No, we
We
didn't.
didn't.
We haven't been through the Super Bowl trailers. That's
golly
in
gosh.
place with Simon Facts.
How did we nearly miss that, Dean?
I don't know.
We even talked. Well, we yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we had an intro of it.
Right,
We didn't
first
go into
one.
it.
First one was the Captain America 30-second trailer. To be honest, that proves that a 30-second trailer is all you really need.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
need anything more than that.
Nope.
That was beautifully done.
Yep.
It was, yeah.
Yep. It was good. It was exactly what you needed to see in order to whet your appetite, basically.
Yeah. I've even put a picture up. There's a scene where it goes along Captain America's side and then along Iron Man's side. They're a man down.
Caused a bit of a debate.
There's a gap in the middle.
Was it a
Whereas
mass
they're all-
debate?
There's,
Oh, God.
well, they're all quite crunched up, all squashed up in Captain America's side,
Yeah.
right? But on Iron Man's side, there's a gap in the middle.
Is that
And
because there's less of them though?
Well, Spider-Man's in it, we know that. I've got my suspicions he's there. Also, though, the camera doesn't pan as far left as it pans right on Captain America's side, so he could be stood at that end as well.
Could be.
And we know Spider-Man is Iron Man takes him under his wing. He helps him create the technology for his web sling because he can't fire it out. He can just stick to walls and have good reaction times.
Needs
and stuff.
help ejaculating it.
He does. He needs a squirty thing out of his wrist, which would be quite handy, wouldn't it? You know.
That'll annoy the
Lubrication.
comic book purists because
Will
normally.
it though? I thought the comic books was the fact that he couldn't fire.
Yeah, but Iron Man never created that for them, though.
Well, where have I heard that from?
Peter Parker was always the one who created his own web slingers in the.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's a different ones because this is where I've heard that.
There's loads of different
Iron Man
versions of Spider-Man.
helps
There's different origin stories
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
him.
But no, it looks good. It looks spot on.
And there was 6 versus 5. There was 6 on Captain America's side.
That's what I'm saying.
Versus 5. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So there could very well be a Mr.
Yeah.
Spidey.
Yeah. And then we had a Independence Day resurgence.
Yes.
Where it doesn't look like they blast the cities now. They lift them up
And use them as projectiles.
and drop them on other places. Which
That looks good.
still seems a strange way of doing it. As a
lot of effort.
It is, isn't it? Why don't they just Do you know what I mean? They've managed to fly here. Surely they got this. But yeah. Oh,
again, that does look. It looks like exactly what you wanted to see. Again,
it's still got the
appetite
potential
for
in it.
So
yeah, it has. That's my only thing is that
Roland Emmerich.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
I think his whole career has been based on Independence Day.
Yeah. And he plays a lot of similar characters.
And Day After Tomorrow, I did like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm dubious, to say the least. I shall wait with bated breath.
And then we've got the 10 Cloverfield Lane, which, like we mentioned, cost them a lot of money to put out. Do you think that got people interested?
I'd watch it. I won't go to the cinema to watch it, but I'll watch it.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl trailer didn't give that much more than we saw in the normal trailer.
No.
You've seen the basement scene before and things,
yeah.
so...
We got a glimpse, though, at the end with the house and the light.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably almost as much as we'll see anyway. Bearing in mind, it's a cheap film. I wouldn't expect too many special effects.
No.
It's just going to be puppets on string.
Yeah.
Proper Thunderbirds, isn't it?
But you've got a real good actor in it, of John Goodman. I like him.
The girl's quite big as well,
yeah.
isn't she? I can't remember her name, but anyway. What else? We got Batman v Superman had 2 trailers, but they were done as commercials.
Yes.
For the jetliners.
Turkish Airways was the one, and it's the official partner of the film, sponsor of the film.
They were well done, weren't they?
They were, and do you know what, right? There was a thing, so I've seen something this week, that so many people have been on the Turkish Airways website genuinely thinking they could
go there.
They could go there.
New
destinations. And actually, Turkish Airways on the website, apparently they have it as like a destination.
Yeah, no. Have they
got it on a website?
Apparently, it's actually, I've not tested it, but apparently it's on there, and it's only when you get through going, and then it plays a link.
I'd love it if it took like a grand out of your bank to buy tickets for that.
To the link to the actual thing.
It's clever. I love all that, like marketing outside of the film type of thing.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that though.
And then we got the main. It wasn't at Super Bowl, but we got the main Batman v Superman trailer, didn't we? Which we haven't.
And you know what? I've said it to you before, Rick. Is that I'm not. I genuinely was like, okay, it's a new Batman. It's a Batman super film, and I wasn't that fussed about it. If I'd only seen this trailer,
that's it.
Then holy God, I'd be excited for it.
Yeah, that last trailer has ruined too much for me. It really has.
The one with Doomsday.
Yeah.
I'd still go to the cinema and watch it though.
But this
it's definitely a priority for me.
Yeah, I will be. But the Batman fight at the beginning is like feel every single punch.
Oh yeah, proper
rock
thud
bottom that he does.
Yeah. Proper thuds.
Bit where that guy's face disappears into the ground.
You said ripped out the computer game, the
style
of the fight.
Yeah, the combat style is exactly like you find in the game.
I didn't know it was Jeremy Irons who was Alfred. I didn't know that was him.
Yeah. And then that scene when like he goes to hit Superman goes to hit Batman and he stops it.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
shit. What's going on here?
I put a meme up saying at this moment Clark realised he'd fucked up. There is reports though. There's been some early screenings and it's not overly positive.
Right.
And I think DC are a little bit itchy. They're a little bit like, because this has to work. This is the diving board for Suicide Squad, for Aquaman, for Wonder Woman, for the next Batman film. Yeah. For the other, what is it? The
I
Hero
can't
Squad
see it
thing, whatever the
dive bombing, so to speak.
Justice League.
But I think I can see it doing well.
It'll do well, but they'll want to keep that down. If the reviews aren't particularly good, they need to keep that a secret.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to lose a bit of money at launch, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
I think, but time will tell. What other trailers did we have?
Teenage Mutant Ninja shit.
Jungle Book.
This was outside the rest, right? Which kind of went, these are good. This was the trailer for me of Super Bowl. I love this. I was kind of like, I'm going to see it for childhood's sake. You see this and go, holy shit, this is going to be pretty damn good.
It does.
And it's like, it's amazing. And it's just like, it's just the voices. Mm-hmm. The voice of Bagheera.
Mm-hmm. some big names.
Come along, Mowgli.
It feels like it's got it's got movie magic again.
Yeah.
That like
Yes.
proper story and
See, I wasn't bothered about it. I wasn't bothered about it until I seen that trailer.
I was the same.
really, I put it on the back burner completely. And then when I saw that trailer, just the way it was, it come across, just the way it was made.
Yeah.
You know, it really does look like it's going to be a good watch.
Only technically possible now as well, the power of computer.
Yeah.
how they've
Couldn't
done
have done that in the
Yeah.
past.
It's unbelievable.
And the trailer itself looks that good. You start to question. Hang on,
Yeah.
you know it's CGI, but you
It's
question.
a bit mental. They calling this like a real life version,
Yeah.
like
A live action.
Live action. Sorry, that's it. It's clearly not, is it?
No, but it
few
makes you
shots of the
question,
kid.
doesn't it? Yeah, when he's swinging through that tree, you're like, okay, that's bad. But there's other bit where you go, like, you know it's CGI, but you question, go, holy shit, that's
looks
either
that
really,
good.
really good at CGI,
It looks that good.
or that's actual footage.
It looks
Yeah.
really good.
I mean, no doubt there would have been scenes where they would have put that, know, them two together where you've got Animal and the kid. But it just looks amazing.
So skillfully done, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't stand out. The CGI doesn't stand right out like a complete, completely from the real action shots. It's
You
so
might
skillfully
see that
done.
in the full one. We'll have to wait and see. Won't we? But
Lion King next.
yeah, probably.
Well,
I bet there will be.
Why not?
yeah.
Why not?
Well, they're doing Little Mermaid,
Yeah,
live action Little
they've
Mermaid.
had to go find a
Live
mermaid.
action
See,
101
I-
Dalmatians.
I wasn't bothered about these one little bit because I'm thinking, why are you messing about with the classics for? But when I've actually seen
If
it,
they can keep the
if they-
magic, I'm
if they-
alright. I'm
if-
all for that.
if they can do what they've just done, what I've seen in that trailer there, crack on.
Toy Story.
Absolutely crack on.
Imagine Toy Story. Fucking hell.
Right, so that's it. That's it for another week, or 2 weeks. Well, you can meet us for Popcorn Wars in a week's time, which is a really good one because I did it, not John. No, yours was good last week actually. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
The actors who you'd like to see come back. If you haven't listened to that, go back and have it.
Especially not when the winner didn't win. Sorry, the loser didn't win. That was a good
The
bit for
loser
me.
didn't win. He was the
Shush.
Oh no. So yeah, thanks for listening. Hit us up on popcorn_media on Twitter, Popcornography on Facebook. Any questions, comments, you can email us, popcornography@hotmail.com. And thanks for listening. And all the new listeners that have joined us,
Hello.
I hope you stick
Thanks,
around.
yeah. Thank you.
I hope you stick around, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Very nice.
Right, we'll see you soon.
See you later on.
Bye.
Bye.